I'm not saying that from the ashes of captivity never has a greater phoenix metaphor been personified in human history.
Yup, that's our Tony Stark.
Hey, the Oracle of Oracle. What a pleasure. Nice to see you.
Larry King.
Larry!
You guys, come on. Somebody has to know who this is. Help me out here, please.
Hey, buddy. Didn't expect to see you here.
Look, it's me. I'm here. Deal with it. Let's move on.
I just
Drop it.
All right, I'll drop it.
A metatextual dialogue between Marvel Studios and the audience about the sudden and unprompted recasting of Colonel James Rhodes, with Rhodey representing the studio and Tony serving as a stand-in for the audience, has to be the most elaborate way of telling a group of people to shut the fuck up that I have ever seen.
Unfortunately, the device that's keeping you alive is also killing you.
God, they're running out quick.
I have run simulations on every known element, and none can serve as a viable replacement for the palladium core. Blood toxicity, 24%. It appears that the continued use of the Iron Man suit is accelerating your condition.
On one hand, it's great that they are showing the realistic side effects of housing a self-sustaining, limitless energy source within your chest cavity and using that as a pivotal narrative device in the sequel. But it still makes no sense that he hasn't taken that shit out of his chest yet. He does it in Iron Man 3 simply because he felt like it, and his suit can function with an externally placed reactor. So there's still no reason why he didn't get that shit removed 3 seconds after he got home from the cave.
I hereby irrevocably appoint you Chairman and CEO of Stark Industries, effective immediately. Yeah, done deal.
Yeah, that seems logical. You can't successfully manage and oversee the day-to-day operations of a billion-dollar company with as much conscientiousness and focus that such a Herculean task would require, and still be able to go beat up bad guys in a high-tech suit of armor whenever the fuck you want. Obadiah held that position in the previous movie as he ran around trying to fix the giant PR disaster that Tony created, while Tony just sat in his basement freely playing with his toys and blowing up terrorists all day.
Take it, just take it.
I don't know what to think.
Don't think, drink.
But for real though, going from personal assistant to chief executive officer has to be one of the most outrageous corporate promotions in history. And she really did work her ass off to get it, so I'm happy for her. Well done, Pepper. Keep up the good work.
What?
What are you talking about? I never freeze.
Bullshit!
Will that be all, Mr. Stark?
Yes, that will be all, Miss Rushman. Thank you very much.
I want one.
No.
Join the fucking club, buddy.
No, it's Europe. Whatever happens the next 20 minutes, just go with it.
Go with it. Go,
Like
Mr.
that.
Stark.
Hey,
Hello. How was your flight?
it was excellent. Boy, it's nice to
We
see
have
you.
one photographer from the...
Completely loving how Tony Stark still gets whatever the fuck Tony Stark wants.
Mr. Musk. How are you?
Congratulations on the promotion.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Those Merlin engines are fantastic.
Thank you. Yeah, good idea for an electric jet.
In about 15 years, that guy's gonna buy Twitter and give it a dumbass name. Easily one of the top 10 best Iron Man suit-up scenes in the MCU. By the time we get to Infinity War, you all need to remind me to do an Iron Man suit-up scene tier list for Endgame. Don't forget. I like how this version of the suit is shown to be less durable and far less powerful than the regular suit, because in order to fit all that tech into a small travel-sized briefcase, you will need to drastically shed the suit down to its bare necessities. Bare necessities. A bear's necessities. So he's gonna need honey, of course. He's gonna need a tree where he can scratch his back. You're gonna need a cave so you can hibernate. You're gonna need, of course, you're gonna need a bear bad bitch or a bad bitch bear. You know, bear necessities. This joke is going on for way too long. I'm just gonna transition now. World Mark III was composed of a very thick and elaborate internal frame with distinct components and an incredibly dense multi-layered exterior shell that had to be tightly screwed into place at several critical joints by a large number of precisely calibrated mechanical arms operated by an advanced, highly sophisticated, well-trained AI model. The Mark V, on the other hand, solely consists of a hollow base layer framework and a thinly spread exoskeletal system that just automatically wraps around him until it covers every inch of his anatomy. While that does make for a very novel, dynamic and exciting suit-up sequence, it unfortunately comes with certain limitations that drastically reduce Tony's ability to adequately protect himself or effectively disarm his very powerful assailants. Which is why within the first few seconds of the fight, a good chunk of his left arm immediately gets exposed, and his significantly weaker repulsor blasts are proven to be completely ineffective against this antagonizing individual. So he ends up having to get creative with the way he defeats this particular perpetrator by closing the gap between them, which neutralizes his weapons and takes away his long range advantage, allowing Tony to tackle him and take away his power source. Overall, a great stop scene and an even greater fight scene that stands up to objective scrutiny. It gets the official Thor thumbs up of approval.
In Monaco. So
you're
saying that Tony Stark's position yes,
Where is he?
Damn, Roy lost some weight and got a new face. God damn!
I want to make Iron Man look like an antique. I want to go to that Stark Expo. I want to take a dump in Tony's front yard. You know what I'm talking about?
I can do that.
Yeah?
No problem.
Hey!
So the 5'5" white boy with the lesbian haircut and young Sheldon glasses is Justin Hammer, an incompetent weapons developer who Tony recently embarrassed at a Senate hearing where he exposed that Hammer Industries, along with a number of other well-known countries, have been unsuccessfully trying to replicate his Iron Man technology.
Is that Justin Hammer?
Right leg up.
How did Hammer get in the game?
Arm up.
Justin, you're on TV. Focus up.
Turn to the right. Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
Wow.
I'd like to point out that that test pilot survived.
Yeah, I'd say most countries 5-10 years away. Hammer Industries 20.
And the dollar store Thor god of vodka looking motherfucker who I'm pretty sure could actually fuck your mom if he felt like it is Ivan Vanko, a Russian physicist who for some reason looks like he could casually pick up Mjolnir if he fucking felt like it on a random Wednesday afternoon. His dad was Anton Vanko, a Soviet physicist who migrated to the United States in the 1960s where he helped Howard Stark develop the arc reactor technology, but ended up doing a little international espionage on his side. Not a lot, just a little teaspoon of espionage here and there. You know how it is. So he got deported back to Russia where he died a poor man, and Howard went on to become the most renowned weapons developer in the world. And I guess Captain Russia over here isn't entirely happy with that entire situation, so he made a suit and got his ass kicked on national TV by Tony Stark.
It's a passable knockoff. Pretty decent tech. I don't get it. A little fine tuning. You could have made a solid paycheck. You could have sold it to North Korea, China, Iran, or gone right to the black market.
If you can make God bleed, then people will cease to believe in him.
Lesbian young Sheldon was impressed with his tech demo on the racetrack, so he faked his death and broke him out of prison so he could make weapons for him that he would use to.
I want to make Iron Man look like an antique.
And
Long term, I want them to put me in the Pentagon for the next 25 years.
real quick, before we get back to the video, I want to point out that if fucking Justin Hammer didn't look at the TV and take an interest to Ivan Vanko's display, that would have been it. That would have been the end. Ivan Vanko had no plans outside of the bullshit he did and got his ass beat. If Justin Hammer didn't see him and like him and break him out, that would have been his entire revenge plot. Just, oh, I'm gonna make a suit, I'll get there, get my ass beat on national TV. Oh, I made God bleed. Shut the fuck up, bro. You didn't do shit. You're just weird. I feel like pointing it out. It's weird. It's dumb. Anyway, back to the video. So far, what we have here is a guy that wants to avenge his dead dad and a guy that wants to simultaneously humiliate and surpass Tony Stark. We are given no concrete reason as to why young lesbian wants to destroy Tony. He's literally just some guy with an inferiority complex who sucks at making weapons. So, his character motivations are non-existent, which automatically means I couldn't give 3 types of shit about what the fuck he does. Rock of Ages, on the other hand, has a nice foundation for his core motivation. You stole from my dad, so now I'm gonna fuck you up. But the problem is, there isn't a lot of substance that's built upon that premise. It's kinda hard to care about you or your dad if I don't see you guys spending time together, or if I don't see you actually struggling as a result of, being fucked over by Howard Stark, which also invalidates your sense of entitlement because Tony's dad didn't steal from or betray your dad. Your dad was caught with his dick in his hands and he faced the consequences for his actions. So, your entire character motivation goes down the drain as well. Whoa, hold on here. Two antagonists will lead to no substantial character motivations. Great. So I guess we're just straight up copying the Incredible Hulk's homework without even changing a thing now, huh?
You don't deserve to wear one of these. Shut it down.
Well, that line doesn't really make any sense. I understand that he's constituting a nuisance at his own birthday party by getting drunk and blowing shit up in the Iron Man suit, but he literally invented a revolutionary piece of weapons-grade technology in a cave with a box of scraps and then proceeded to use to save millions of lives, all of his own free will, when he could have very easily just sold it to the military and made billions of dollars. And also, That selfless act of perpetual altruism is literally slowly killing him to the point where he believes this is going to be his last birthday party ever. So, I'm pretty sure he's earned the right to constitute a little bit of a nuisance at his own fucking birthday party, bro. You don't deserve to wear that. Get the fuck up out of here with that, bro. What the fuck are you talking about?
Goldstein.
Yes, Mr. Stark.
Give me a fat beat to beat my buddy's ass.
That might be the funniest line in the whole movie, for real.
Put your hand down.
You think you got what it takes to wear that suit?
We don't have to do this, Tony.
You want to be the War Machine? Take your
Nice. I like how the result of the fight was left ambiguous because there's no way a civilian should be able to beat up a military-trained high-ranking officer, and there's not a chance in the world that Rhodey will be able to use his suit more efficiently than Tony on his first try.
We've secured the perimeter, but I don't think we should hold it for too much longer.
Huh. You're fired.
No better way to introduce the femme fatale super spy than to reveal her as the double agent who infiltrated Tony's company at the ground level and worked her way up.
Anton Vanko is the other side of that coin. Anton saw it as a way to get rich. When your father found out, he had him deported.
Oh, so I guess Howard did have a hand in his demise. Huh. But regardless, my point still stands. Anton willingly did some shady shit. Just because Howard was the one that caught him doesn't make him any less responsible for his very illegal actions.
If you attempt to leave or play any games, I will tase you and watch Super Nanny while you drool into the carpet. Okay?
I think I got it, yeah.
Enjoy your evening's entertainment.
I love how much more assertive and autonomous they are making Agent Coulson in preparation for him becoming more of a leading presence in Thor and the Avengers.
Let me tell you something. Size does matter. Don't let anyone tell you different. This is an M134 762 minigun, 6 individual barrels. This is the FN2000 from Belgium. They do make something better than waffles. It's beautiful, but I can tell this isn't disco enough for you, so I'm gonna put it right here. M24 shotgun, pump action, 5-round magazine. You know what? You're not a hunter. What am I talking about? I'm getting rid of it. Boys in uniform call it Uncle Gazpacho or Puff the Magic Dragon. Okay.
His character motivations are non-existent, but at least he's got a fun personality, so that's cool.
This is my Eiffel Tower. This is my Rachmaninoff's third, my Pieta. It's completely elegant. It's bafflingly beautiful. This is a kinetic kill sidewinder vehicle with a secondary cyclotrimethylene trinitramine RDX burst. These are the Cubans, baby. These are the Cohibas, the Monte Cristo. It's capable of busting the bunker under the bunker you just busted. If it were any smarter, it'd write a book that would make Ulysses look like it was written in crayon, and it would read it to you. And it's capable of reducing the population of any standing structure to 0. I call it the ex-wife.
Yeah, we'll just put a pin in all of that for later.
He said that you were the only person with the means and knowledge to finish what he started.
He said that.
Hmm? Are you that guy?
Tony, you're too young to understand this right now, so I thought I would put it on film for you. I built this for you.
I don't know where you're getting your information, but he wasn't my biggest fan.
What do you remember about your dad, huh?
He was cold. He was calculating. He never told me he loved me. He never even told me he liked me.
Tony, what are you doing back there? What is that? Put that back. Put it back where you got it from. Where's your mother? Maria! Come on, go.
So it's a little tough for me to digest when you're telling me he said the whole future was riding on me and he's passing it down. I don't get that.
This is the key to the future. I'm limited by the technology of my time. But one day you'll figure this out.
We're talking about a guy whose happiest day was when he shipped me off to boarding school.
That's not true.
What is and always will be my greatest creation is you.
Still not a fan of anything that has to do with problems as a result of the arc reactor still being situated in his chest, but I do like the fact that the film is using this dilemma of his as a sort of Trojan horse to deliver a lot of pivotal character development with regards to his relationship with his dad, or lack thereof, that will come into play in further installments in the universe.
Clearly you know my dad better than I did.
As a matter of fact, I did. He was one of the founding members of S.H.I.E.L.D.
What?
While also seamlessly laying the groundwork for the events of the first Avenger. Sagacious moves like these really are the bedrock that laid the foundation of the MCU.
People are relying on you to be Iron Man, and you disappeared, and all I'm doing is putting out your fires and taking the heat for it.
I lost both the kids in the divorce. That's a... No.
Big fan of anytime a character faces consequences for their actions. You don't just get to be a complete asshole on your birthday, wreck the house, put your girl's life in danger, and still be on good terms with all the people around you. That's not how life works, buddy.
Did you bring me strawberries? Did you know that there's only one thing on Earth that I'm allergic to?
Strawberries.
Wait for it.
This is progress, Pepper. I knew there was a correlation between you and this.
I need you.
I need you too. That's what I'm trying to.
Wow, bro. So you're actually still a selfish, narcissistic piece of shit? That's fucking crazy, my dude. But I'm actually loving just how consistent Tony's characterization is over the course of these movies. So, I guess that's nice.
What's this doing here?
That's it. Bring this to me. I'm busy. What do you want?
Nothing. Goodbye. I've been reassigned.
Oh.
Director Fury wants me in New Mexico.
Fantastic. Land of enchantment.
So I'm told.
Simultaneous back-to-back direct on-the-nose references to both Captain America and Thor? Nah, man, the MC was feeling bold, boy. The MC was feeling bold, boy. That's what I'm fucking talking about right there. Bold moves like these are the foundations that build the fucking bedrock of the MCU. Let's fucking go!
Good luck.
Bye. Thanks.
We need you.
Yeah, more than you know.
Not that much.
Yeah, I don't know about that one, Coulson. I don't know about that one, Chief.
What can I tell you? I like playing complicated characters.
Shut your dumb ass up, bro. You like money, and that's okay because we like you. Avengers Doomsday is gonna be a fucking piece of shit movie, but at least we'll get to see RDJ back in the universe one last time. Let's fucking go. Yeah. Big fan of the fact that we get another scene of Tony in the black tank top with the blue arc reactor light shining through while he does some extraneous physical labor. Really iconic shit right there. By the way, this movie is basically almost over and I haven't really said jack shit about it, which has led to this episode being slightly shorter than the others. And that's because not a lot happens in this film. It's about the same length as the first one, but this one's plot is a lot more hollow. Tony basically spends the whole film trying to find a cure for his arc reactor chest infusion situation, and Justin Hammer just gives Ivan Vanko the resources he needs to make the suits that Tony and Rhodey will fight in the final battle. That's pretty much it. It's still unclear to me as to whether or not that's a bad thing, so why don't we just keep watching and find out.
What your father did to my family over 40 years, I will do to you in 40 minutes.
Sounds good. Let's get together and hash it out.
His dad didn't do shit to your dad, bro. Your dad was a greedy piece of shit that got caught red-handed. That's it. You need to stop this foolishness and go home, my dude. What the fuck?
Regardless, it was an impressive innovation, one that grabbed headlines the world over. But then the Iron Man arrived, and we thought the days of losing lives were behind us. Sadly, that technology was kept out of reach. The press is faced with quite a different problem. They are about to run out of ink.
God, you need to never give another speech a day in your life because what the fuck was that?
Air Force! Navy! Army! Better than some cheerleaders, let me tell you.
Dude, could you be any more fucking blatantly envious and insecure? How are you shitting on a guy whose outdated piece of technology is the keynote showcase of your demonstration? You literally took his old suit, put some black and grey wrapping paper over it and called it your own. In the real world, in a real life, real world scenario situation type shit. How the fuck is anybody supposed to take you seriously after you did some bullshit like that? The fuck? Also, by the way, I just want to point out that Justin Hammer's idea of making Iron Man look like an antique was taking Iron Man's actual antiques and passing them off as some sort of new revolutionary innovative piece of technology that he just pulled out his ass out of nowhere when he literally took his old suit and this dude is stupid, bro. What the fuck?
Superhero landing. She gonna do a superhero landing. Wait for it.
Woo! Superhero landing. Yeah, that's really hard on your knees.
Totally impractical. They all do it. that you?
No, I'm not doing that. That's not me. I can't move. I'm locked up. Get out of here. Go. The whole system's been compromised. Tony, I'm locked on. I have target lock.
On what?
On you.
That doesn't make any sense. If Ivan has full control over War Machine, why would he let Rhodey still have the ability to communicate with Tony and warn him against his attacks?
Not a great plan.
Hey look, it's Tom Holland!
Nice work, kid.
Looks like the fight's coming to you.
Great. Pepper,
Are you okay now?
I am fine. Don't be mad. I will formally apologize
I am
when I'm
mad.
not fending off a hemorrhoid attack.
Good one. Yep, that was a good one.
I actually watched this scene with my mom and her friend, and they were both like amazed by the fact that one tiny woman could easily beat up so many men while Happy kept struggling with one guy. So I guess it actually served its aim of empowering all types of women from all corners of the world. I like the fact that they already gave us his classic suit design from the comics with the red torso and yellow sleeves in this movie, proceeded to bombard us with a mirage of more intricate designs over the course of the next 10 years. And in Endgame, they brought back the same classic design as if it was the first time we're seeing it on screen, and we all just collectively lost our minds. Great! Another guy in a bulky grey Iron Man suit for Tony to fight at the end of the movie. I definitely haven't seen this fucking shit before.
I got something special for this guy. I'm gonna bust his bunker with the ex-wife. With the what?
Well, this ought to be good.
Hammer tech?
Yeah.
It's capable of busting the bunker. Under the bunker, you just...
But shut your dumb ass up!
I'm ready. Go!
That's a nice callback.
You lose.
Hey look, it's my thumbnail!
Sir, we found it.
Hey look, it's me on here! 6 out of 10. Nothing happens in this movie and I said that that's a bad thing. Subscribe to my Patreon for West Coast Echo. That's my Patreon exclusive weekly podcast where I review movies, answer your questions, and react to fucking Reddit stories, my boy! That's what I do over there! Go check it out, bro! You're gonna love it, I assure you, my dude. Well, this was fun. Subscribe to the Patreon, link in the description, and I'll see you guys in the next analysis!
This drink, I like it.
I know, it's great, right?
Another!